Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, Nwanneka Here. Today I have a beautiful model and as promised, I'm here to show you a simple, beginner-friendly eyebrow tutorial. So get your notes, get your eye pencils and let's get into this tutorial. First off, it's really important that your natural eyebrows are well shaped. You can do this using a blade. Or if you can't, please go to your brow tech so you don't mess up your brows. This is really important because I'm going to be drawing following the natural shape of her brows so that her brows can look as natural as possible when we're done. Next, I'm brushing her brow hair in place using a spoolie. Another important thing to note is where to start and where to stop your brows. To know where to start, place your pencil at the side of your nose bridge and start where the pencil aligns with your brow. To know where to have your arch, place the pencil at the side of your nose and align it with your pupil. To know where to end, place the pencil at the side of your nose and align the pencil with the end of your eye. That is where you want to stop. Anything further than that point, then you would have a very long eyebrow and that would not look natural. So I'm just showing you this again, just so you know where to start, where to have your arch, and where to end your eyebrow. So now let's go in with a pencil. I start by outlining the bottom of the brow. I am lightly drawing along, following the natural shape of her brows. This is why it's important to shape in your brows so that the drawing process is as easy as possible. Next, I'm outlining the top of her brows, but I'm not starting from the very beginning. I'll show you why in a few minutes. I'm just checking to see where I need to have my arch, like I explained earlier. So when I get to that point, I start drawing in a downward V shape to connect the top line to the bottom line, so we have the tail of the brow. Now that I have the outline, the next step is to fill the inside. To do this, I'm drawing short strokes in the direction of her brow hairs. I'm just filling any gaps I see until I'm satisfied. So if your brows are naturally full, you won't have to do this step, but my model has some sparse areas, so I'll need to fill in her brows. As I fill in, I'm also brushing her brows upwards to evenly distribute the product so that her brows do not look too dark. So you want to keep doing this until you're satisfied. So fill, brush, 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 and continue doing this until you're satisfied. For the beginning of the brows, I'm drawing short hair-like strokes in an upward motion to mimic the way the hair grows at the beginning of the brows, so it looks natural. So this is why I did not start drawing the top outline from the beginning of her brows. So you want to lightly do this and also brush the brows with a spoolie if it starts looking too dark, just like we did for the inner part of her brows. I personally prefer to use the retractable eyebrow pencils because they are really thin and allow for a precise application. So I'll recommend these over the regular eyebrow pencils that you have to sharpen. So you can choose to leave your brows as is, but I like to define only the bottom of the brows with a concealer. To do this, I'm using 2 shades of concealers, one that's 2 to 3 shades lighter than her skin tone, and one that's the same shade with the skin tone. You want to make sure you use a very flat brush for this step, guys. So I'm going in first with a lighter shade to define the inner part of her brows. You want to take your time with this step, guys, so make sure your brush lays really flat on your skin and carefully follow the outline of the bottom brow like you see me do. This lighter shade will also serve as a highlight for the brow bone. So you want to take your time with this until your hands become really steady. I'm doing the same thing using the darker shade of concealer. I'm carefully defining the beginning of the brows following the outline and connecting it with the lighter shade I used previously. This way I have a smooth transition from dark to the lighter shade. I'm using the darker shade of concealer for the outer part so that the beginning of the brow blends in well with the other parts of the skin. You can also use your foundation shade for this if you don't have a concealer that's your skin tone. After defining, I'm using an eyeshadow blending brush to blend out the concealers properly into the skin. So blend, 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 blend. And afterwards, I'm setting it in with a translucent powder so that it doesn't move. This can also serve as a good base for your eyeshadow application if you choose to do your eyeshadow afterwards. So this next step is optional, but I like to go in with a brow tint to further lighten the brows. I'm a fan of light brows, guys, so I do everything possible to make sure my brow looks as light and natural as possible. For this, I'm using the MAC Cosmetics brow set in shade Girl Boy, and I'm applying this lightly with a spoolie until I'm satisfied with the shade. This step is also optional. I'm adding a powder highlighter to the brow bone just to add some glow. And that's it, my friends. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Like this video and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye bye.